Why is Dolly Parton loved so much? Her music is fantastic, she has a squeaky clean reputation, and anyone who has ever met her says she's the kindest person ever. She came from nothing, and when she made it big she gave back and continues to do so, etc. She's essentially just a very kind and generous person, and the world needs more folks like her. Look up the background context of her song, Coat of Many Colors. It's an incredible and super sweet story. Because she is kind, honest, decent, and talented. She's loved for all the reasons already listed. She's successful because she is extremely smart and a prolific writer. She had literally written thousands of songs, and freely allows other artists cover them, but never sells them. She retains the rights. A fun story about Dolly. She entered a Dolly Parton look-alike contest and lost to a drag queen. Here's a link. The story. Very supportive of the LGBTQ community. Her response to the controversy over her Dixie Stampede Park really showed her class. For me, people lobbied her to change the name because of the connection to the Confederacy. She listened, decided that the name wasn't worth the harm it caused, changed it to Dolly Stampede, and went on with her life. She didn't let it change her proud Southern country style, because she knew nobody was attacking that, just the word. She also didn't make a huge deal about it or go around talking about how much of an ally she was. She just did it and moved on. She's a queen. She comes off as a very kind, gracious, humble, and fun person. She's relatable while also being kinda eccentric and extra in a good way. She has a nice voice and is a good storyteller. Not only talented and charming, but just incredibly nice in an active and deliberate way. She pours so much of her fortune into charitable causes, particularly youth literacy. She has no scandals despite a decades-long career, makes the world a better place, and has a sense of humor too. She's got a lovely sense of humor. She's never been mean to a single person, and she's always held her head up high even when she's been the butt of other people's jokes. Early in her career, her plastic surgery and over-the-top mess got her kind of bullied, because the music industry is very misogynistic. She once entered a Dolly Parton look-alike contest and lost to a drag queen, which she just found hilarious. She's been a mentor to so many young women in country music and life in general. She's whip-smart about her philanthropy. The Imagination Library is one of the absolute best programs going. She pays for the publishing of so many books, and local branches of the Imagination Library just have to sign kids up and raise money to pay for shipping the books. She's got a team of child development experts who helps choose the books for each age group, so everyone has a chance to see themselves in the books they get as a kid, and she just does so much good in the world. She came up from poverty to be a legend and star. She's talented, and she's a darn good human. My oldest two kids received a free book a month from birth to age 5 from Dolly's Imagination Library, partnering with our local literacy groups to provide those free books. When she felt it was appropriate, she removed Dixie from the name of her dinner show attraction, which is now known as Dolly Stampede, was Dixie Stampede, which she did because she no longer wanted to glorify the era of slavery. As I like to say, if you don't like Dolly Parton, then fuck you. She built a sanctuary in the dirt poor Kentucky place she was born into. She is a working-class hero like Woody Guthrie or Karl Marx. She is envied and admired. All these comments and missing two important things: she also gives back a lot to her home area. She's a down-to-earth, devout Christian and yet very liberal, huge gay icon, huge promoter of education. This allows her to appeal to the two biggest divides of America. She is kind, genuine, and no scandals that allow anyone to say something negative about her. When she's not in the Dolly persona, you wouldn't know who she is. Off-stat, she just a regular person. The real question is why not? She wasn't born into fame, she worked for it. She's humble, kinda, and gives back to the community. She actually does productive things with her money. People support the hell out of the Kardashians and many other celebrities that want hand people in need a dollar bill. She is a very rare example of a famous and wealthy person actually being a decent human being after they experience a life of plenty. Dolly Parton is what a true Christian should be. She actually follows the teachings of Jesus and doesn't use the Bible as a weapon to discriminate against others. She works 9 to 5 by the islands in the stream in that coat of many colors. She said, "I will always love you." She is a very decent person. She gives out free books to kids, has never done anything mean or ugly, is very humble, and seems genuinely to be an all-around good person. Partially, her music is good. Partially, she has a fantastic sense of humor. Partially, she has used most of her wealth to send books to little kids in Tennessee. Partially, she was very supportive of the LGBTQ community long before everyone else, maybe not in a loud way, but, for instance, genuinely loving it when drag queens dress up as her. Partially because she has supported feminist causes without ever being hostile to men, either. And supports men too. She is beloved by multiple communities for multiple reasons, because she supports multiple communities for multiple reasons.